Hello there and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Fall of the Republic 1.5 former preview playthrough as the Galactic Republic. In the last episode, we jumped forward to Yavin 4, we took Alderaan, we took Fondor. So today we're going to keep pushing our gains. We're going to, I guess, move you to Alderaan. And we are gonna, get invaded at Nelvaan. This is gonna keep happening. Is this full? This is, yeah, that's full. So that's fine. But, do we, I want to keep building that up. Let's go to Hutt. We have any Vontours left. I'm just gonna make sure we have a Voracious. Okay, we can make almost a whole fleet out of this. Mulatan? How are we doing on Mulatan? I'm not gonna get the boarding.
Unit in production.
Nope.
Unit in
Nope.
production. Unit in
One.
Unit in production.
3.
Constructing unit.
Nope. Alright, that works out. Yes, there is the patron exclusive campaign. That is being held out. But Creation in chat pointing out that I am holding out a campaign as there was secret content between the episodes talking about that. But let's see. Do we go to Kaikielius? Do we go to, well, we need Foerost as well. I forgot we needed Foerost. So maybe we'll go for Foerost. So let's maybe go for Kaikielius now. So Kaikielius. I'm gonna spy all the way down there. Kilkin is asking, any ideas for what the campaign after this will be? I'm not sure. I'm actually thinking of doing a Stellaris campaign in a Star Wars mod. If they've been updated for the latest Stellaris update. Is Immensity's Ventilator in, though? Which one is this? This is just the Dorbola. I don't actually know if there is a name Dorbola in this one. There's Elemental, Hutt them where it hurts. We have Pizza the Hutt. Free us from the Devon Tester Mines. Help me with your best shot. There we go. Because I'm not sure how long the Imperial campaign is going to be, and I think we're going to stick with that one through to its conclusion. We have the Maldrude patron exclusive one, but I want to see. I want to get some other Star Wars games going in here, rather than having 3 ongoing campaigns at the same time. Because hopefully we'll be able to do the Empire of the Hand one after the Imperial campaign. Like, we're getting close on that. But if we can do like a Stellaris or something, that'd be fun. Maybe check out a Sins mod. Alright. They mostly just have their core fleet on Coruscant. So that's a thing. Like, it's kind of crazy. The Empire campaign's been going on for half a year almost now. Like, I remember the ship request started in November. Like, I think the ship request went up before we had Kazoo, which is kind of crazy. Like, I can barely remember a time in my life before Kazoo. I kind of wonder if he's been here the whole time. He's the Sam Reich of Corey Loses. Okay. Ooh, just the station there. I don't know if these bombers are gonna make it through their assault on their shipyard, but by golly, they're gonna try.
Weapons charged.
Okay. But we do have, so right now we have the Empire campaign going on, this one, and then we have the Greater Maldrude from the Ground Up campaign for the for the Twitch subs, the channel members, and the patrons. So if you want to see an extra campaign going on, if you haven't gotten enough Empire at War in your life, you want to see a fun campaign, then I highly recommend watching that one. Okay, I should be clear. I have a bias in that I get money. If people are watching that one, it means I've got money. So that's my favorite part about it. Okay. Let's see. I'm not sure who we'd play after the Empire of the Hand, because we probably will start another a second public campaign when the Empire of the Hand one's happening. Because the Empire of the Hand one's probably going to be fairly long. Wouldn't start at the exact same time.
Large active.
But I do want to make it a substantial Empire of the Hand one. And hopefully that one will be... I'm never sure how popular that kind of thing will be. There's some stuff with the CSA that will hopefully be ready to show off at some point as well. But... Maldruid is my favorite faction to play as well. That does help. But... I have to disclose my vested interest in that campaign. It's not purely altruism that makes me say it's so good. You can't trust me. Okay, I guess I'll get a field base there. We have a decent amount of turrets. Where's that artillery at, though? I had artillery somewhere.
Turret constructing. Turret constructing.
There's the artillery, okay.
Initiating ground assault.
You guys can just run up the road.
Brigade standing by.
Form up. Engines activated.
Awaiting orders.
And... Because, yeah, like, the CSA, the Havens, and the Empire of the Hand are kind of the next factions, at least in Thrawn's Revenge, that are getting something new and exciting.
Yes, sir.
Which are, like, 3 fairly niche factions as far as factions go. So,
Receiving orders.
I do want to get a nice CSA playthrough
I copy. As you wish.
going at some point, because it has been a while for them.
Roger.
We've secured a
Squad,
landing
move
zone.
out. Reporting in.
Is it healing there? Probably should have gotten the anti-bombardment measures.
Form up.
Reporting. Squadron.
But
moving
okay,
out.
we can actually start moving up. And you can deploy.
Armor ready. Moving out. Fly away.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Fire.
Alright.
Yes, Commander.
Like, once there's something new to see with Revan's Revenge, there'll also be a Revan's Revenge playthrough as one of the factions, depending on, like, who we start adding stuff to first. Because it has been a while since the release there, and it's just we aren't necessarily working on their content right now. That'll probably be more of a focus after EOTH stuff's done.
Affirmative.
Yeah, the first CSA preview playthrough was a rough time.
Open fire.
We've secured a build pad.
Unit destroyed.
I definitely wouldn't do like the biggest map possible with those anymore.
Fire.
That was a mistake.
Attack that target.
'Cause I think that was
Tank brigade ready.
like the biggest map we had. I think that was back when it wasn't called, like, when they had the different names.
We've secured a landing zone.
I forget what the name was. Like when it was called Imperial Civil War or something. Like the non-unknown regions. I might be making that up. It might not have been. But at least we're keeping Nelvaan. There we go. It's a nice way to... It's a nice way to clear out some of their units. Lost the Armored Hutt Warriors. Oh well, we can get one more. There you go. Maul, come on over, buddy.
Gunboat here, sir.
My friend. My little red friend. Look, I hope we're building up towards a confrontation between Maul and Sidious. That's a good way to end the campaign.
Invasion commencing.
Falcon's also asking, are you still planning on doing the anniversary stream this year? That is a good question, because I don't know. Basically, so with the EAWX cons, as soon as, or pretty much as soon as one ends, I have the thread set up and ask for more from people. It would probably make sense to do it. Like, we don't have a ton to show off since December,
Artillery reporting.
like of just purely new assets, but I always think that, and then it turns out we actually do. And then when we only do them like what, once a year, like 2024 we only had the Christmas one, we didn't do the anniversary one.
Awaiting orders.
Ready for orders.
Like we ended up having like the longest
Moving out. Heading
stream
out.
possible
I copy, sir.
in the holidays.
Targeting.
Engines prime.
But
At the
I'm not sure if we'll do it, because it's
Suppressive fire.
the anniversary is in like 3 weeks, so there'd still be enough time to like
Suppressive fire.
plan and get stuff together.
Engaging.
But
I have the target in sight.
I'd have to check with everyone. Okay, that artillery is down.
Unit capacity.
Very sad.
Unit destroyed.
Let's put a new one down.
Initiating ground assault.
Capacity.
Ready to receive orders. Let's go.
Maul, I guess you can just go over there.
Comlink active.
Like, there'll definitely be one next year, because next year is going to be the 20th anniversary. And I feel like that's something we can't miss.
I copy.
Unless we're done the mod by then. I can't imagine what my reaction would have been if, like,
Form up. Fire. Awaiting orders.
the night after I started the mod, someone was like, hey, you know you're still going to be doing that in 20 years, right?
I copy. Commence assault.
Unit destroyed.
Like, I think
I copy.
part of that is cool, but it's also like, have we not finished everything by then? Now, if I'm still doing it in another 20 years, that's where the problems start. The first 20 years, not a problem. The second 20 years, though, that's the issue.
I copy.
Reporting. Fire at will.
Okay, we can get a
Confirm.
field base here.
Sir.
That's... This one's gonna explode if
Targeting.
someone looks at it funny.
Ready. Engines activated. Receiving orders.
I'll have to get some repairs, I guess.
Bombing run.
Aerial artillery reporting. As you wish.
Covering
Can we even use the bombing run? I doubt it.
Unit destroyed.
Ready for orders. Blast them out.
support
Attacking.
fire ready.
I guess with the artillery, this is
Squadron moving out.
kind of helpful. 'Cause what's that? There's no planetary shields. We actually can use it. Let's go with those. With these, I'm gonna start bringing in stuff that can. I need to stop doing that.
At the ready. Firing.
It's got to be one of the most common things I do. Just end Force Crush early because I click on.
Landing zone.
Form up.
All right.
Ready
You're
to
just gonna
receive
keep
orders.
chilling there.
Comlink active. Engaging.
This has to be like a heavy vehicle, or
Right away.
yeah, a heavy vehicle factory.
Roger that. I have the target in
Yeah.
sight.
Awaiting orders. Targeting.
Form up.
Yeah,
Heading
there's
for
all
attack
the
position.
The big
all those guys.
are ours.
So let's bombing run there. Let's move slightly back. Come on, slicey,
Heading out.
slicey.
Firing. I'll copy. Charge.
We secured a
All
build
out.
pad.
There we go.
Scanning target. Reporting. Moving to fire.
That was bad. I aimed poorly. I thought I had the angles worked out. I didn't have the angles worked out. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could do something cool for the 20th anniversary. Have a nice big update ready to go. Normally I haven't really bothered trying to like line up updates with specific dates. We got kind of lucky with May the 4th where we were like nearly done, and then it just, with Leo doing exams, it made sense to like delay from our late April date, like or April 20th I think is what we initially discussed, around there, and then just kind of ended up saying we'd roll it out a little bit later. I think that worked out well for the mod anyways, and have the Star Wars Day release. But we've never really started, what, like 6 months out and said, okay, December 25th, we're gonna have a release ready. That's never really been a successful strategy, I think, for most mods. Is there more on Rinvar? Okay, yeah, another Rinvar convoy raid.
Gunboat here, sir.
Construction complete.
Alright, we can get to a Ningo. But I think we need to get
Unit in production.
our army together before we push any farther on that. Is there an HVG? Yeah, there's an ion cannon, so I need to maybe move back there.
At the ready.
Fondor, keep building that up. Almost got a spy down that way. So let's spy on Kilaran. Kilaran.
Destination acknowledged.
Failed to take Trandosha.
Update standing
That's
by.
not my problem. It's not my fault.
Beginning
Kind of is.
Training troops.
Let's make sure we have
Constructing unit.
infantry.
Enlisting troops.
Infantry. Ooh, I hear the sounds of a puppy. Wait. Very interesting. Okay, let's go for
Moving
our
to
Foerost.
Tactical battle imminent.
I think that new fleet we're making in Hutt space, we're probably going to use that to go down to Sullust.
We've come across enemy units.
But, okay, they don't have much.
We're heading out.
There's His Immensity's Ventilator. We have our Karagas. Let's get some healing on you. You're going to need it with the HVG.
Engines
Now we can just go in. Well, it's a Dreadnought shipyard, so I need to be careful. Ooh, that's not where I wanted stuff to come out.
Fleet, your transmission
I'm going to keep moving past that. Can we get the fighter bay? I probably waited too long. No, that actually, I think we stopped it before the Venator's fighter complement would come out. We're going to lose out on Karaga probably. But on the whole, that could have been worse.
I'm on him.
Are we free to attack?
Stay in attack formation.
Alright, let's power on these bad boys.
I'm in range.
Elkin's asking, are you going to add unique space structures to all the factions in the mods, including stuff like trading posts? As far as like
Hold on.
the visuals for trade ports, since that's a fairly universal structure as it is, there are probably some factions that'll have a unique model for it. So, like the Hapens, Oz has done a trade port model design for them, and like Yuzon Vong would have something unique for that. But for that kind of stuff, like say you have the Empire, other Imperial factions, Corellia, New Republic, for them we'd probably stick with the same core visuals. Although we do have multiple XQ models, so like we might have some different uses for that. As far as structures with different functions, some of that would depend on what we decide we want to do with some of the space tactical changes and what different functions we'd want to have. Because we'll definitely be doing other kinds of capturable stuff. I don't know how much different buildable stuff will factor into that.
Transmission garbled. Repeat.
beyond what's there.
Battleship standing by.
So we'll kind of see what direction that ends up going in.
For combat. Attack that target. Attacking target.
Come on. There we go.
Target
But yeah, it'd probably be more on the capturable side.
Are we free to attack?
And even then, it's kind of using like Golans or XQs as kind of containers for other behaviors. There's stuff like Butana Hutta, like elements of that would be nice to have more universally, especially tying that into whatever ends up replacing raid fleets or being the raid fleet re-implementation. I can speak. Good thing it's not my job.
Construction complete.
Otherwise, it'd be very concerning.
Complete.
Republic conquered Garros. They're not about to, so I don't have to worry about getting attacked on Garros. It's not my planet. All right, let's see if we can get ourselves Foerost.
Invasion commencing.
Once we have Foerost, I'm going to move the space forces back to Kaikielius, and we'll leave the ground forces on Foerost. Then we'll start positioning...
Heading out. Destination ahead.
We'll start positioning the one fleet up north for the attack on Kutrick, and we'll start moving the one from Nar Shaddaa, or now Hutta, to get ready for the attack on Sullust. So that's part of why I want to see what's going on in Kilaran. We're going to focus on this part of the base.
Are you eager? I promise a quick end.
I copy.
Okay, you know what? You guys should probably just go over there.
Impatient. Come, begin.
At maximum unit capacity.
Because those are just utility structures. So I think we can kill
Let's
them.
move out.
EVG. Alright, Maul, you're going to have to
Brigade standing by.
come and be friends with these guys. I was going to leave these alone when I thought they were
Attack. Let's go.
other units.
Fire.
Or production structures.
Open fire.
Okay, can I move you away?
Not grow overconfident.
Armor ready. This way. Over there.
I welcome you.
Unit destroyed.
Ready. Aerial artillery reporting.
Let's get support.
Secured a base pad.
I want to get some repairs for this.
Behind me.
The big targets are ours.
Ready for orders. This
I'd
way.
like to keep these guys alive if I can. Can I actually move you over here? And then we'll
Ready to receive orders. Over there.
try to build a repair pad. There we go.
Have our revenge.
Now we do need to go get the turbo laser, but... Or the planetary shield, rather.
Comlink active.
Unit
Engines activated.
destroyed.
God, they took out our
Roger that.
repairs. At least this is nearly back.
Form up.
Will you join me?
Okay, I think we can get it now.
Strength. I need no allies for this.
There's that. Alright.
Awaiting orders.
So we need more WLOs, but we still made out okay.
Copy.
Get
We've secured a build pad.
those repairs.
Tremble.
Maul, maybe go and get the vision.
Just give me a target.
I'll just have all of our healers be close enough that we can
Tank
hopefully
brigade.
repair this as fast as possible.
Move into position.
I copy.
Construction
We
complete.
captured an abandoned
Okay, there's
sensor
our
array.
sensor.
Reporting.
Maul, come around.
I sense pain.
Yeah, Maul, come around there.
Affirmative.
You
Moving.
guys go around here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think we can go and destroy the planetary shield now without
You go
losing
order.
much.
Let's roll.
And
Delay me no more.
yeah, Maul, come over here now.
Yes, Commander. As you wish. Squadron moving out.
They've got all of their infantry over here.
Command received. Right
All
away.
right, let's see if we can destroy the planetary shield before the infantry catches up to us.
Attack that target.
Choose your movement.
'Cause otherwise, they are in a
Move to that.
bad
On
spot.
my way.
Because once this is dead, what do they need to be over here for? What do they get out of that? Very little. Okay, you guys are going to finish this. You're going to finish this.
Patient.
And you can just
Destination ahead.
fly over to us now.
Let's move out.
They can actually fly into the base. We can take the base out.
You would confront me.
Awaiting orders.
Wow, you guys are just really smacking the ground there.
Confident. Now deploy.
Aerial artillery reporting.
Oh, they built
Let's
another
go.
one? Okay,
Ready
we'll
for
get
orders.
that, and then
Going.
take that base out.
I'm welcome.
Maul, you don't need to be up here,
My allies.
because the infantry is all going to be coming from that way. So, Maul, you're going to go into this path.
I'll copy. Right away.
At the ready. Ready to receive orders. Comlink active.
Where's the other... That's... Okay, you need help.
Fire at will.
You need help.
Order acknowledged.
Yeah, if people have specific ideas or requests other than the Stellaris one, then I'd be happy to hear those.
Right as I
Like I'm going to there was a request for RimWorld, and I do want to do more Star Wars RimWorld. I've done that in the past. Basically, like even though I've said I want to do more non-Empire War stuff since I like started the channel, in the last little while especially, I've just gone pretty much entirely into only Empire War.
Over there.
So I need to.
Secure a build pad.
I'm gonna start getting back on that.
Ready. Brigade standing by.
choose your movement.
And especially as like datapad grows,
Armor ready.
there's probably a bit more opportunity to
Secure a build pad.
bring some people over from there that might be interested in some
Targeting.
general Star Wars themed gaming.
Attacking. Firing.
Here we
are
go.
victorious.
Because both Ek and Generation Tech actually shared one of my last videos, and I think Datapad has got like 5,000 subscribers in the last month or so. It's a lot. So I can maybe get the plaque this year.
Planetary control achieved.
What I need every month though, so maybe not.
Building
All right, so we're gonna land you guys. We're gonna move you over here. I will have to land them somewhere else too,
construction.
because we only have so many
Construction complete.
slots and spots. All right, let's start putting together this
Construction complete.
ground force.
Heading out.
Sure.
Construction complete.
Right.
All right. I guess that is a different mission. Okay, this is 124.
Moving to
Construction
coordinates.
We're
complete.
still doing the Karagas. Anything else that we need? So this is okay. We get one of those. We get none of those.
Unit cancelled. Unit in production.
All right. Oh yeah, we need to. I keep forgetting about Mandalore. Can't forget about Mandalore. But we can see Kilar. Yeah, Kilaran is the big fleet. That'd be one that I still want to take out, but might have to be afterwards. So let's
Beginning construction.
set them up on Mimban. Where's the Patala fleet though? Okay, these Charos guys, you're gonna go up with this one.
Reporting. Let's go.
Setting course.
Is this Patala? No, this is Trunol. There's Zulal. He's the Fondor one, okay. We're gonna keep upgrading Fondor.
Construction complete.
Yeah, okay, you can...
Construction
Frigate
complete.
standing by.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Where did I send? Seleucami and Belderone. Where are we looking for that? Teth. Well, I know where Slukamai is, but I forget where Belderone is. We go all the way back to be Osboth Bunt Belderoni. Okay, let's move them back here. And Nelvaan.
Tactical battle imminent.
We have the ion cannon. I don't think we have a shipyard here. We don't. So this is just going to be going away. All right. Well, we're going to leave it there for today's episode. The plan currently is to do the finale stream on Friday. I might record another episode offline when I'm home between now and then, just to get a little bit farther before we get that. Then we can focus more on taking out some of the bigger fleets when we get back, rather than going just for Sullust, Coruscant, Kutrick, and Mandalore. But hope you've enjoyed the series so far and the stream. Thank you so much for watching, and I think I'll see you in the new office. Bye, everyone.